Grab your boards. Welcome all surfers to Wavvy's Atlantic Ocean. Surf, 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 baby. You wanna surf on the tidal wavy? Yeah. Twerk, baby. For certain, she moving so perfect. Surf, baby. You wanna surf on the tidal wavy? Twerk, baby. I'm loving the way that you surf it.
All my niggas, they gangbang, and all these niggas do the same thing. Counting money, living insane. Steady mobbing, let my flag hang. Told them I'm ready. I'm throwing them monster like Randy. I know that these niggas can't stand me, but the automatic come in handy.
Yo, you already know it's ATM Wavy, aka Mr. OMG, and you know it's me in this Wavvy's world. Salute to all the surfers, you already know it's another Surfing Nation situation, you feel me? Alright, we about to hit that wave cave. Yo, you already know, man, we in that good old wave cave. Salute to all the surfers for pulling up. Before I start this video, I got an announcement for y'all that those that may not know. YouTube is about to not really change their policy, but reinforce the policy, and that reinforcement will definitely affect multiple YouTube channels, maybe even some of my videos. And when y'all read it, y'all see what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna break it all down here because this is not video for this, but I'm the type of nigga that if I find out something, I'm gonna put the people on, you know what I mean? The surfers must know the info, you know what I mean? Cause ain't no hating over here, none of that, you know what I mean? So if I could just help one person, just like, oh, I didn't even know they about to change the policy. It's on the 15th is when it's about to be activated. So go look up so you know all the guidelines, what they on and everything. And if you already making content and you feel like you might need to go back and readjust, I'm not going back and readjusting nothing, you know what I'm saying? If something gets smacked, it gets smacked, you feel me? I ain't doing all that, you know what I mean? But you want to do that all for your future videos, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know, that don't mean nothing, you know what I'm saying? Ignorance of, what they say, ignorance of the freaking law do not excuse you from the law, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because you ignorant to it don't mean you get a pass. So it's gonna be the same thing with this policy. So it will affect your monetization, all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of get deep, you feel me? So that's just some info I want to give to the Surfing Nation, you know what I'm saying? You know Wavy got y'all, man. I got y'all. So in this video right here, man, I got two clips, Adam22 and then Whack 100 and 600 on the 100 Show YouTube channel. Now I'm saying, so Nojumper and the 100 Show is who I get the credit for these two clips that I'm gonna play, and I'm gonna let them rock back to back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna let them rock back to back. You know what I mean? Then I'm gonna say what I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? So the subject is, which y'all probably already know because you've seen the title, you see the thumbnail. It seemed like a trouble in paradise and no jumper as far as for extra return to no jumper. Well, first it initially seemed like it was just a return for the first interview. You know what I'm saying? Now, after hearing Whack 100 speak, which was something that happened like yesterday, yesterday when this happened, but the no jumper situation news got broken like the day before. All right, so it seemed like it might be more of a, as if he might possibly not even be returning to no jumper, but that's not set in a stone. But I know for the first interview, which is the interview that a lot of us are looking forward to seeing, because you know, he just had a crazy situation. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people looking forward to that, and it looks like no jumper might not be getting it unless they're gonna pay a certain ticket. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna play these clips, right? Now what I mean, and after the clips, we know we're gonna get back to
either way. Whack told me yesterday that he had a conversation with some of Forrester's friends, and word on the streets is that he is shopping his return interview, and that the asking price starts at $50,000. So I'm just gonna off rip take a step back and say the economics of no jumper do not allow for us to pay $50,000 for an interview, especially when the food communities and you ain't hard foods of the world are just going to clip that shit and put it on the gram for everybody 5 seconds after it comes out. So I hope somebody pays him $50,000 for an interview.
CNN was cracking.
I would love to link up after the $50,000 interview happens and do a more reasonably priced piece of content if he is still interested in rejoining the team and being part of the team and everything like that.
Do you feel some type of way? Because he's not coming to you for the first interview and your platform literally made him who he is to even be able to be asking for 50,000. So are you like, hold on, cuz like we can't get the first interview? Like I thought we was ganging them.
I mean, I think that the thing about For Extras is that he doesn't necessarily know this internet game as well as some of us. So I guarantee, like when you see a picture of him with 20 dudes in the hospital room, he's probably got 20 dudes who realistically are fresh up off the block telling him what they think business-wise makes sense. And by all means, honestly, like if he could get some very large amount of money from somebody else to do an interview, knowing that his return interview is going to be super viral,
do that shit.
I would not stop him from doing that. You know, our situation is a little bit more modest, a little bit more reasonable. So
I'm not saying block him. I'm saying you don't feel no type of way by him not even offering it to you. Like, hey, Adams, I'm back out.
Yeah.
I got you. Don't put it out, Adams, until I go get this bread.
Adams.
You feel me? Then you can put your shit out. But I'm going to give you the first inside scoop, and I'm going to give you some extra that I'm not going to give them.
It would be nice to be reached out to just because, you know, I did reach out to him. Haven't heard anything back. I went to go send him a voice note yesterday, and his text message just came up green. So I don't know exactly what that translates to, you know.
Because I seen Kevin Gates went to visit him, but then they said, yo, you couldn't go visit him. So is there some type of friction there?
Is restraining from like dealing with no jumper right now?
We don't know.
Few moments later.
How this no jumper thing gonna work out? I'm starting to believe, because I got a few text messages this morning from that side. I'm starting to believe it's people that may be in his ear what they could do, and he don't need no jumper and so on and so forth. That's a bad decision.
Putting niggas down, crabs in the bucket. Niggas ain't got shit going on. Nigga might have one thing for you.
To spearhead something so it's a lane for them, right? Because anybody that's saying no jumper is not helping to build a 4 extras is crazy. See, the minute you just put it on 4 extras back, now it's all him. Like it's all Adam. You know, 4 extras is good at what he's good at, right? I think it's a little too soon to take on that type of mentality, but hey, to each his own. You know, I told somebody this today. I said, bro, I don't know if I'm tripping. I've yet to see 2 or 3 straight months of 4 extra because he usually go back to jail. You know, it ain't like, you know, Wack saying, what? I was already who I was before I came over here. I came over here to help this. I done did 101 episodes over here. So now I'm about to, right? I don't know, bro. I don't see the $50,000 thing unless somebody like Vlad wants to do a 20, 30-minute segment like of what led up to it.
He might hit him back next week. You feel me? He still got a few injuries. He probably wanted to be with the family and put up. I seen that.
Be back. I talk to him, whatever I talk to him, right? But I think Adam seemed to think that they had a more tighter relationship, you know, to where he's calling and texting and calling and texting, and everybody else is hearing from him but himself. But like I told Adam, I said, bro, you podding and I'm watching the building. Bro, not only has King Peel and Munchie B been on the platform clowning him, but Gumby from Hoover has been in the build. So, you know, 4X is looking at, he looking at it like, hold on, what's going on? Because his mind is always going to factor in how he's thinking.
and you got all ops in his eyes keep coming up there. Ain't no neighborhoods, ain't no main streets, ain't no rollings going up there. You got all Bloods, Hoovers, all type of, you know what I'm saying, out of town people coming up there.
G Uno went up there, but I think with that situation is like um, they clowning him. You know, now no jumper ain't built on the back of 4 extras. No jumper uplifted 4 extras. I can't. You know, we just gotta call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like I told Adam straight up, see it for what it is, not for what you want it to be. Close the door and keep moving. I'm not one to sit around and then when it don't work out and they get to calling, just keep moving. That's just me, right? I'm not finna be, especially if I know I ain't did nothing. I know it was good, and all of a sudden you change up on me. I'm quick.
All right, so Adam22, he got notified that full extras will not be doing the interview, his return interview, on No Jumper, I guess for the standard fee, whatever he was getting paid or whatever, because he decided that that first interview is worth $50,000. So, first of all, when I heard that, I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, wait, what? Like, huh? Know what I'm saying? And of course, Whack 100 had the same reaction too, as y'all saw and or heard. Cause like, alright, granted, it's anticipated, right? He do got a little buzz. But we gotta keep this shit real. You know, we here on Wavvy's world. Homie, No Jumper, the reason why you even lit now, I understand people could say, you know what I mean, which would be a valid point. I can't really argue that. So I understand people would say, yo, if the shoes on the other foot, you know, Adam, he do everything, content number one, business number one, money number one, and that is true. So I can't be too mad at 4 extra. But because I'm the type of person that if you do something for me like what he did for 4 extra, because nobody wouldn't know 4 extra is, let's just keep it real. Now I'm saying, because from the music standpoint, homie is not buzzing like that. You feel me? He probably will, but as of right now, his music is not jumping like that. I don't hear nobody saying like, yo, you heard that new 4 extra? If you heard somebody say that, hit the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Or if you bump his music, hit the comment section, because I don't. But I rock with homie, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I rock as a personality, somebody that been through what he been through, I rock with homie. But one thing about me is, somebody do something that Adam did, I don't care about what Adam did to everybody else, how Adam moved, because I already had it in the back of my head, you know what I'm saying? But I would never cut off the hand that helped feed me. You know what I'm saying? I'll never cut the hand off the person that helped feed me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Adam22 did. Now, granted, and Whack 100 and them spoke about this. Yes, people have been coming up there. Now, I mean, talking down, saying what they gotta say. You know, Munchie B. I'm drawing a blank right now, which is crazy. But Munchie B, you know what I'm saying, the Hoover dude that Adam was saying, I don't think I even seen his interview yet. It might not have dropped yet. You feel me? But the Hoover dude, and how I'm drawing the blank because it's somebody else up there. But anyway, basically people talking about him. So they saying possibly that could be a reason why he making the decision he making. And of course, him, and after the accident, he's surrounded by all his homies. People could be in his freaking ear. You know what I mean? It could be a combination of all of that. This could all be true, right? But just take it back to what I said. I will already have in the back of my head, I know how Adam22 is. You know what I'm saying? I would never allow myself to think it's that personal. I don't care how cool he act, because I see from my own eyes multiple instances where Adam22 had thrown his own people under the bus for the sake of content. You know what I mean? Instigating things for the sake of content. You see what just happened with Aunt Hefe and King Pill. That was literally Adam22 doing 1,000%. Now, I mean, he brought that situation up. You know what I'm saying? So this is what he does, because you have to remember it's content one for him. So with that being said, you know, if the ops of whoever he had on there got something to say, he's not going to stop him from saying it. He might not jump in it, because that's what Adam do. He'll call himself like, hey, I was innocent in this, because he might not chime in too much when it comes to certain things, but he will allow that other person to talk how they want to talk. And he ain't bleeping nothing, he ain't editing nothing out like that, you feel me? So I wouldn't be surprised about that. And I think For Extra might have allowed it to get a little too personal. You know what I'm saying? He allowed it to get a little too personal. I think the way, and not saying Adam22 don't genuinely like none of the people that he's worked with, you know what I'm saying? Whether he really like For Extra like that. I'm not saying that he wouldn't. And I'm sure he felt, also he might feel some type of way, because he did try to go see For Extra and he got denied, but then turned around and Kevin Gates was up there visiting For Extra. You know what I'm saying? So that was already like the first kind of sign that something shaky was coming before this 50K was brought up. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't gonna lie, that would have hit me a little weird too. I would have already been thinking like, wait, that's kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? But Adam22 is such a nonchalant person. Like, it's hard to tell when he really care about something, because it's like everything's like, like, I ain't gonna lie, the fact that you letting dudes pipe your wife down and stuff, and laugh about it and everything, like, and granted, no offense to the white people, but a lot of y'all do freaky shit like that. Like, y'all do the whole letting dudes smash your wife and all that type of stuff. A lot of white people will do that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's other races, maybe some black, but I literally never heard of a black person doing that, but I'm sure they out there. But white people, we all know, y'all be into, a lot of y'all be into that shit. Yeah, come and smash my wife. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gotta drink a beer afterwards. Nah, nigga, you feel me? So it's like, the way he carry himself in his relationships with people, it seemed like it's always a, oh, all right, oh well. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing really bothers him, which is good in some ways, but for people that want to feel loved or feel some real emotion, you're not going to get it from Adam22. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not even sure if love is really a part of his thing. I think the only person he might love in his life, genuinely love, is his daughter. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he loves his freaking kid for sure. But his wife, you know, he might love her, but I don't think it's like I don't just think. I mean, I could be wrong. Like I said, white people do y'all kind of different when it come to these type of things. So it might be some real, I'm in love with you, but I would love to see you get smacked by somebody else. Now, I mean, it could be that, but for him, I just get a strong feeling it's more of a business. Like, I think everything with Adam is business, right? So with that being said, you have to know this. Have this in the back of your head. You feel me? There's no way in the hell I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna allow my feelings to get that close. Well, me personally, anyway, I'm not my feelings like that. Anyway, I'm too grown. I've been through too much. I done gave my loyalty to a couple of niggas that now I see them, they know what it is. You feel me? So I learned my lesson. I'm not the type of person that keep repeating the same thing or thinking, oh, maybe this person's different. After a while, I started looking at everybody like, nigga, you guilty now until proven innocent. AKA, nigga, you a snake until you prove that you're not a snake. That's the type of nigga I am. Might not be the best way to be, but guess what? You won't fool me. So with that being said, a nigga like Adam22, I won't never get emotionally involved like that. I would just appreciate that. I will definitely appreciate and always give him his props. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like I said, For Extra wouldn't be nobody without him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say won't be nobody. Whoa, let me not say that, because nigga, he could still have been somebody. But we wouldn't know him at this point in time. It's for sure we would not know him the way we know him. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention all the times he done went to jail. So it's like, without that spark that Adam gave you, it would have been hard for you to get a spark, because, and you probably been going to jail, because the times you was at the studio was taken away from times you would have been in the streets, fucking around getting yourself in trouble. So Nojumper probably really was postponing. It probably saved you. You never know. But I would definitely show my appreciation and not hit a nigga with like, yo, I need 50 racks. Because, bro, ain't nobody about to give you 50 racks, man, for an interview. Now, if somebody do, I'd definitely be like, nigga, I was wrong as hell. But I don't see it. I don't see it. It's not even me wishing, but it's like now we talking realistic. $50,000 for an interview that the person that do the interview, what's the odds they're gonna make they $50,000 back? Especially on a YouTube channel, it don't pay that much, bro. Even niggas that get millions of views, y'all all research so y'all can know I ain't bullshit. Look what 1 million views gets you in YouTube money in this category, because it's all about category. You have to understand that too. Every category don't pay the same. You know what I'm saying? So the genre, this niche we in, this urban shit and all of that, y'all look at 1 million views. And first of all, go find me an interview that for extra guy that even did 1 million views. So you gotta think about that. Who gonna pay 50 racks? So whoever got his head gassed up thinking that that's gonna happen, I don't know. They probably, maybe he was still off the painkiller juice. You know he don't do drugs, so maybe them drugs will still kind of have him loopy. You feel me? So he just talking out his ass, or what the case may be. But I will hope he definitely comes down to a more realistic situation. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But outside that, we gotta see what else happened. You know what I mean? Because I'm with Wack on this one for sure. Like nothing Wack said was wrong to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I would just keep it moving if I was Adam, because he said, I guess because he speaks to him personally. Because I ain't get that from what I heard, but I know Adam and Wack, they talk. You know what I'm saying? So whatever Adam saying got Wack basically like, hey, I think Adam holding on to the hope that he'll hit him up or change his mind, something like that. So if that is the case, I'm just like, Wack, man, listen, nigga say, yo, I want to see if I can find what I need to find elsewhere, because you can't give it to me. Hey, I wish you the best of luck, you know what I'm saying, and keep it moving, especially Adam22, because at the end of the day, you got to chalk it up. And if anything, just consider this a piece of karma. Know what I mean? Because you always, at the end of the day, you're a business first, even down to your wife. Know what I'm saying? That is a check, plug talk. You know what I'm saying? This, like, everything is a check to him, like I said, except for his daughter. Word up. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? And that's lovely too. At least the kid. You feel me? And I can't take that from him. I feel like he definitely, like, his kid is not just a business venture for him. But everything outside of that, oh yeah, I think it's business to that nigga. Word up. Word up. I don't know him personally, but this is what I see. Know what I mean? So, y'all let me know whether y'all think he worth 50K. Talking about 4 extras as far as the comeback interview. I see he's definitely out and about, moving around, making moves. You know what I'm saying? He doing like, what they call that? I forgot what they call it. Basically, when you like shouting somebody brand out or whatever, promo. He doing promo now. He got the cast, but he outside. You feel me? He smiling, like, and that right there is what I want to see. Know what I mean? Yeah, you bugging with this 50K. But outside of that's what I want to see, bro. You feel me? You seem like you still you. We ain't letting it, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. You can't rewind time. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, we ain't seen the finished product. We don't know how bad his hand really is. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? And hey, he ain't letting it stop him. He's still doing what he do. And I hope he do get a nice bag, even if it ain't from Adam. I don't see no 50K happening. But I do definitely hope he get a nice bag. You know what I'm saying? Word up. For sure. Because once again, like I said, man, we from the hood, street gang banging culture. Niggas coming out of these slums, coming out of these hard times, my nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, it ain't easy. And nowadays, the economy getting effed up. You feel me? We got wars breaking out everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of shit going on. People losing jobs. You know what I'm saying? People mortgage and everything going up. Rent going up. Shit is real. So you could get your bag, my nigga. And that's go for all of y'all, bro. Get your bag. I promise you. If anybody hating, you ain't got to worry about Wavvy hating on you. For sure. I'm going to congratulate her. And guess what? If I know you in person and you get into it, fuck hating. I use that same energy and reach out like, hey, bro, do you mind giving me a tip? You know what I'm saying? That's all I need is a tip. I don't want nobody to hold my hand. You feel me? Like, that's what a lot of y'all need to do. Put that hating energy into building yourself, or just reach out and just don't expect nothing, because the worst a person could say is no. Like, nah, I ain't telling you nothing. And cool, cause at the end of the day, nobody owe none of us a damn thing, you feel me? But anyway, this ATM Wavvy, aka Mr. OMG, and you know it's me in this Wavvy's world. Salute to all of you, the surfers, man. I appreciate every time y'all pull up, you know what I mean? Listen to me chit chat and all that, you feel me? So of course, I need y'all to hit that like, hit that comment section. Just don't be a creep when you speak. Hit the sub and holla at the blood. Join the Surfing Nation. Hit that bell so when I drop something, it's gonna yell. And of course, it's last but not least, always look both ways before you cross that street, cause you might get hit.
But if the boy tall slick, I'ma